I'm here to talk about the one biggest thing that stands in the way of your permanent weight loss. And it's not what you think. It's not what you think. But first, I want to circle back and talk about my email this week around the binge to end all binges. So, as most of you know, I spent over 30 years stuck in a food prison, hating my body, yo-yo dieting, overeating, all of that. My big dirty secret was that I was an emotional eater. I had the binge to end all binges that one night. I was home alone on my couch eating whatever wasn't nailed down. And as most of you know, like I've been on kind of a health journey for a really long time. I eat really well. But that doesn't mean, I get to overeat just because it's healthy food, right? So I was home alone on my couch, pretty much going from getting up off the couch, going from the refrigerator to the cabinet, to the refrigerator, to the cupboard, to the cabinet. Like whatever I could eat, it was going in my mouth, right? Whatever was there, I couldn't stop. It was like the bag of cookies and then the ice cream and then the this and then the that. And it's like I was so out of control, I couldn't stop myself. And then I'd go back to the couch and I'd eat more and I'd go get more and I was like, I knew what was going on. I couldn't stop myself. I felt completely out of control. So the next morning after that big, huge binge, I was just filled with self-loathing. I mean, I had felt that way for so long, but this morning in particular was like bigger than it had felt in a really long time. And I called my friend and she said those like I shared in the email, she said those three, very powerful phrases to me. I love you, stop being so self-centered, and go get help. The one thing I had to do was let go of my excuses. I had to let go of my excuses because I had a ton of them. I had so many. And that's really why I wanted to come on today. And I wanted to talk about the one big thing that keeps us stuck and keeps people from moving forward and getting the help they need and losing weight permanently. And it's perfectionism. A few weeks ago, I opened up a very small group, a coaching group, a live coaching group of just 4 women. I had immediately 3 people enroll, and within 2 days, I had 2 of those 3 people dropped out. Why? Because they were afraid to fail. They were afraid to fail. Perfectionism was getting in the way. And this is a huge problem. It's a huge problem. It is what stands in the way of us having permanent weight loss. All the other stuff, it's just excuses. Everything that we say is just an excuse. We are so afraid to fail. I get it. You've tried this diet and that diet and you failed and I get it. I know how it feels. And it's scary to actually to do something and take a chance on yourself, because what if I fail, right? What if I fail? What if I can't do it? And it's the thing that's keeping you stuck. What are you doing? What action are you in to get the support you need to make the change? This fear of failing, this perfectionism, which leads to the fear of failing, is the thing that's keeping you stuck. So what are you going to do about it? So I had these 3 women all excited to jump into this group coaching, right? And then 2 of them bailed within 2 days because they're scared. They're scared they're going to fail. And they're scared what if I don't do this perfectly? Their fear was bigger than them actually caring about their lives. They let their fear take over. I've done it so many times. And the day I decided to get help and hire my coach, I knew that I couldn't let my fear run the show. You have to say yes to yourself. And if you've been doing it on your own all this time and it's still the same and you just keep telling yourself, I'm just going to do this, I'm just going to do that, that's not the answer, and you know it, right? Because ultimately you start great, then you take steps backwards and you fall off, and then you go, forget it, I'm never going to be able to do this. Start standing up for yourself, right? Take some action, get some help. And if you're ready to get that help, if you're willing, you don't even have to be fully ready. If you're willing and you want change, comment below with a hell yes, and I will help you get there. That's the big thing that's keeping you stuck, is your perfectionism, your fear of failure, and your excuses. They all are combined and they all are linked together. By staying stuck in your story, you get to blame something outside of you. Ultimately, you have to take responsibility for you, so why not take a different approach? Why not work on shifting your mindset? Why not get the support you need? Stop letting your excuses stand in the way.